Welcome to part 4 of the No More Heroes playthrough, and we're in Sylvia's car.
I love this scene. Well,
Thought that
I
was a
love
Game
every
Boy
scene
Advance
that
for a
I've seen in
second.
this game so far. You thought it was a Game Boy
Game
Advance?
Boy Advance SP.
She's doing her lipstick in the screen of a Game Boy Advance SP. Right. Okay.
Explanation about Dr. Peace, one of the epic bosses of this game.
Cool
Yeah.
mustache.
The boss is actually easier to beat than the first boss, I might add.
But we'll get to that when we fight him. I love how Tavis isn't even paying attention, is instead trying to do anything to get close to her.
Ooh, Falcon knee to the nose.
Ouch.
And then she's just like, bam.
Cock block. And then she sends him a payment bill.
In his face. I love what happens to this prize money.
Don't tell me that you were not expecting so many zeros on that price, or that I am ripping you off or some shit.
Saying shit for the sake of saying shit.
Personally, I think it's a bargain.
Okay, I gotcha. But you really think I got that kind of dough on me?
A bargain,
What the
right.
hell am I supposed to do?
He's an otaku, he has no money.
Do your job. You've been hired to kill someone, so just do it.
I like how she says you've been hired to kill someone, but you can't actually take an assassination job until you complete the part-time
Coconut
job first.
collector mission. Why she dropped you off at K Entertainment before you could actually work there, I have no idea. Here comes the best. Here comes the best part of the scene. Here we go. Ejected.
Yeah, apparently your video's lagging quite behind because I'm already at the part where he's standing in front of K Entertainment.
Oh shit! I didn't think it lagged that much. Like, yes, that has happened in so many parts of our commentaries. But moving on.
Right. And unfortunately, you're forced to go inside and blatantly waste your time and then come back out before you can go to the, the part-time job. Like, it couldn't just say, oh, you have to get a recommendation job first.
Well, since we're blatantly wasting our time, I'm going to take this opportunity to rant about something that I have a real problem with in this game.
The open world.
That you have to go out, find your mission after you accept it, do the mission, and then go back to the place where you had to get the mission just to try again, and then go out and find it again, go back and forth. So, and you get ranked on your missions, you get graded on your missions. So they encourage you to replay these missions.
Actually, getting good ranks on the missions really has nothing to do with anything.
I know, but they give you a reason to do it. And in any case, you have to do, if you're gonna like grind for money, you have to redo missions, especially at this point in the game, because there are only like 2 missions to choose from, 3 missions to choose from. The thing is, I don't see any reason why they can't just take you to the mission right when you select it, and then take you back to where you got the job. Instead, you have to drive through this wannabe GTA open world bullshit that plays like crap.
With pretty bad pop-up.
Yes,
it's the only
yes.
legitimate bad thing I could say about this game. That the open world is pretty bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, that only legitimate thing that's pretty bad about this game is something you're going to spend quite a lot of time wading through. Especially when you start doing missions that are quite a distance away from where you accept them.
Well, worse could be worse. It could be a very poorly played thing you're forced to do that's glitchy and not very fun. This is just boring.
It's like, I said in an earlier part that this game is an example of what you can do with a budget if you try hard enough. This open world section is an example of something you do not even try to do with a budget. Because no matter how hard you try, it is going to suck. Sandbox games don't work with budgets.
Well, this isn't much of a sandbox game, if you want to call it that.
I know, but it's trying to be. It's trying to at least be somewhat sandboxed. I will say this: I hated the Haven City sections in Jak 2, but I prefer them much over this.
Well, because in Jak 2 you can actually, hit people and piss people off and stuff.
Yeah, then you can steal any old vehicle, and the vehicles are actually fun to ride, whereas this motorcycle controls like ass. Seriously. And you know what? I have gotten stuck on lampposts and stuff on this motorcycle.
It suffers from cartoon physics, where a tree will have will be stronger than your motorcycle. But
Well,
we're off to go
you
collect
can-
coconuts.
Mm,
Just so we're not
Yes.
ranting on the open world all commentary.
At least
It-
this
it-
job
wink,
is close to the job center.
It is. These guys all say the same thing, and I love how the camera puts you next to the beautifully blue painted wood paint on the, the car.
Taking a moment to stare at the beautiful
lo-
craftsmanship of this blue thing. And
I will give the developers credit for coming up with fun little mini games for these jobs. I just wish they weren't so obligatory.
You'll see later on that they kind of start to repeat themselves a little bit.
is the coconut
Yeah.
that heavy?
Apparently, it's that heavy. We're training on King Kai's planet where everything is magically heavier.
Tell me about it.
Yes.
Actually,
Coconuts
no,
are really light in
and-
real life.
Actually, it's okay. It's because a space pirate's in the middle of the planet named Bojack. If anyone has seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
I'm actually kind of intrigued by it. I'm probably gonna look at it later tonight, maybe. Yeah, punch that tree, for God's sakes.
Before we move on, I just have one last thing to say about Abridged. I will never look at Mr. Popo the same way again.
Oh
Well,
God,
how come
it's
only
like
one-
that?
How
See
come
why
only
I
one
get
How come only one coconut is dropping from these trees?
it.
When I played, coconuts started dropping down in 2s and 3s, and you could pick like 3 coconuts up at once and carry them back, and that was a good way to get a lot of money off of this mission.
I've only made it so I can carry one at a time. I don't know why, but whatever. Maybe I'm just stupid and didn't figure that out. But I managed to get a tree
yeah.
with 4 to fall down. But
You can pick them up one after the other. You just move slower the more you're carrying. But
okay.
it's a lot more effective carrying back 4 coconuts at a time. I got a whole boatload of money off this the first time I did it. I ranked gold the first time I did it.
Oh, I ranked gold the first time I did it too. It's not that hard. It's the first mini game, but I never knew you could carry more than one at the same time. I guess that
the most
explains
that
why Travis is walking like that when he's only holding one. But
Seriously, it's like, is the coconut that heavy?
What it looks like is he's just pretending it's heavy is what it looks like, because coconuts are really light. But yeah, it does look retarded when he only has one. In fact, he's cradling his arms as if he's carrying a pile of something. But you can see that if in real life that coconut would have fallen out of the gap between his arms.
Yeah.
graphical insanity.
Take that, you uppity coconut tree thing. You know, I've discovered one way to get around the you have to drive across town all the time thing. If you happen to be near a beach or something, you can just commit suicide and teleport right back to your motel.
Run, Travis, look for a palm tree.
I never even explored this side. I just punched all the trees on the other side.
I kind of just go a pattern between 2 on that first side, then 2 on the second side, and then the other 2 on the next side, but whatever. It only takes, I believe, 10 to get a gold rank on this mission.
Really? I think I got at least 20.
Will you make it?
Make it, Travis. Run!
I had
Ooh.
like 3 coconuts in my hands, and I was literally an inch away from the thing when the time ran out, and I was like, God damn it.
Well, I only made it with 0.85 seconds to spare, so...
It's really epic stuff. What this game has you do. You're like this badass with a lightsaber, and yet your save points are bathroom breaks, and you have to do coconut collecting missions, and you have to mow lawns and stuff. Of course,
Like
you
everybody
cheated
else.
so that you don't actually have to do these missions because you have all this boatload of money.
Well, this is just to keep me from having to replay the missions over and over to get money.
Yes, I know. I don't understand how collecting coconuts validates your employment as a
No, the
as
guy
an
at
assassin.
the guy at the stand asked you to do a shadier job for him.
Yeah, and there's much worse jobs than collecting coconuts.
What?
But,
Was that Bishop in the video store?
Yes, we're going to see him later because we're at the end of part 4.
Uh huh.